Welcome to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're plunging into a topic that's really everywhere right now, artificial intelligence.
Yeah, you can't avoid it.
Exactly. Specifically, we're looking at its role in education. It's transformative, for sure, but also complex.
Definitely complex.
Yeah.
It sparks a lot of conversation.
It does. Curiosity, excitement, but also quite a few questions, especially about learning and teaching.
Makes sense.
So for this deep dive, we've got some really fascinating insights. They come from a conversation with Professor David.
Oh, he's a leading researcher in AI and education, right?
That's the one. A real pioneer. He was talking with Emma, a thesis student, sharing his thoughts, and we've pulled out some highlights.
Okay, sounds good.
Our mission really is to navigate through all this, the incredible promise AI holds for the classroom, but also the pretty significant cautions we need to keep in mind.
A balanced view, then.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
So to kick things off, Professor David gets right into a fundamental question. How is AI truly reshaping that traditional classroom model? You know the one?
Oh, yeah, the one-size-fits-all.
Exactly. Fixed pace, same tests for everyone. AI seems poised to really challenge that.
And what Professor David zeroes in on here, which I think is fascinating, is this core concept of adaptive learning.
Adaptive learning. Okay.
Yeah, he explains how it's totally unlike that static classroom where, everyone gets the same lecture.
Yeah.
An AI system, instead, can dynamically sense when a student is maybe struggling a bit.
So it picks up on difficulties.
Precisely. He gave a great example, actually. Imagine you're wrestling with quadratic equations.
Okay. Tricky subject for many.
Right. The AI won't just, repeat the same explanation over and over or give you more of the same problems if they aren't working.
So what does it do?
It could automatically tweak the difficulty level, maybe make the next few problems a little easier or harder if you're flying through. Or it could offer completely different explanations. Maybe use an analogy or switch to a visual approach if it detects that's how you learn best.
Wow. So it changes its style.
Exactly. It might even switch up the whole teaching method to find what actually clicks for you. It's about tailoring that experience constantly.
Almost like a personal tutor who really gets you.
That's a good way to put it. It's adapting in real time based on your progress.
That is a powerful vision. Really moves away from that one-size-fits-all.
Definitely.
But what about the other side of this, the educators? Professor David also talked about how this changes the teacher's role, right?
Oh, absolutely. He stressed that it's a profound evolution.
How so?
Well, the teacher moves away from primarily being the main source of content delivery.
The lecture at the front.
Right. And they become more of a mentor, a facilitator.
Because the AI is handling some of the basics.
Exactly. Things like direct instruction on certain topics or basic skills assessment. AI can handle a lot of that repetitive stuff.
Which frees the teacher up for
the higher order skills. Fostering real critical thinking, guiding group projects, nurturing those uniquely human qualities.
like empathy, resilience.
Precisely. Things AI just can't replicate. It lets teachers focus on deeper learning, on understanding why a student might be struggling, not just what they got wrong.
Addressing needs on a more human level.
Yes, much more nuanced.
That sounds like a really vital shift, letting teachers focus on what humans do best.
Agreed.
And speaking of new skills, Professor David brought up something else that feels increasingly important. AI literacy.
Ah, yes, that's crucial now.
For anyone listening who wants to stay ahead, what did he mean by that? Why is it so important?
Well, he defined AI literacy as not just, being able to use AI tools.
Okay, that's part of it, presumably.
It is, but crucially, it's also about understanding them. Knowing what they can do, yes, but maybe even more importantly, knowing their limitations.
So knowing what they can't do or where they might go wrong.
Exactly. It means being able to critically evaluate the information AI spits out.
Because it's not always right.
It's not always right, and understanding why it might be wrong is key. Algorithms can reflect biases from the data they were trained on, for instance.
Right, bias is a big concern.
And grasping data privacy implications, too. He stressed, it's not enough anymore to just get an answer from AI.
You need more context.
You need to understand how that answer was generated, how reliable it is. It's like teaching someone to read a map versus just giving them turn-by-turn directions. One fosters understanding, the other just dependence.
That really hits home. Critical thinking is still king. Maybe even more so now.
Absolutely.
But, okay, while these promises adaptive learning, new teacher roles, AI literacy are exciting, Professor David didn't shy away from the cautions.
No, he was very clear-eyed about the challenges.
What were some of those deeper, maybe structural problems he mentioned that AI, powerful as it is, just can't fix by itself?
He was quite direct. AI is a tool, a powerful one, but it's absolutely not some kind of magic wand for education's big systemic issues.
Like what specifically?
He pointed straight at things like socioeconomic inequality, underfunded schools, the huge pressure on teachers who are already overworked.
Problems that exist with or without AI.
Exactly. And his big concern is that if we're not careful, if we don't address these underlying problems, AI could actually widen the educational gap.
How could it widen the gap?
Well, think about it. Wealthier schools, wealthier districts, they can afford the cutting-edge AI systems. They have the high-speed internet needed, the tech support staff to make it all work smoothly.
Right. While poorer schools
Might lack those resources entirely. They could fall even further behind, creating a sort of digital and educational divide 2.0.
That's a serious risk. Did he mention any potential solutions like open source AI?
He did acknowledge open source as a possibility for access, yeah, making the tools more widely available.
But, I sense a but.
But it brings its own set of headaches. Big questions around data security, for one. And who's responsible for maintaining these complex systems, ensuring they stay accurate and unbiased over time. That's not trivial.
No, definitely not. It's a sobering reminder that technology always operates within our existing societal frameworks, flaws, and all.
Very true.
And this is where it got really interesting for me. Professor David put all this current anxiety and excitement into historical perspective.
The long view.
Yeah, reminding us that these kinds of fears about new tech in education, they're really not new at all.
He drew some parallels.
He did. He mentioned the printing press.
Okay, going way back.
Right. Then radio, television, even the internet. Each time, there were worries.
Worries about what? With the printing press, some people worried it would destroy memory because you wouldn't need to memorize things anymore.
Oh, okay, I can see that.
Radio and TV brought fears about passive learning, kids just absorbing stuff instead of actively engaging. And the internet. Well, we remember the concerns there. Information overload, plagiarism, decline of critical thinking.
Familiar themes.
Very. But his point was, in every single case, society adapted. We figured it out.
We didn't ban books or TVs.
No, we learned to integrate these tools. We changed our teaching methods. We developed new kinds of literacy, media literacy, digital literacy.
It's a powerful reminder. AI is new and maybe different in scale, but this process of adapting to tech shifts in education. We've been here before.
It's a well-trodden path, as you put it.
Okay, so let's try and pull this together. We've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
Looking at the incredible promise of AI in education, that vision of truly personalized learning.
The adaptive systems.
And the big shift for teachers, moving from instruction to more mentorship, focusing on empathy, critical thinking.
Those crucial human skills.
Plus this vital emerging need for AI literacy for everyone.
Yeah, understanding the tools, not just using them.
But we also dug into Professor David's really important caution.
Absolutely. His nuanced view is key here. AI, powerful tool, but not a silver bullet.
Right. Can't fix those deeper structural issues on its own.
No. Inequality, funding gaps, teacher workload. AI exists within those realities.
Yeah.
And without careful thought, it could make the gaps worse.
The equity issue is huge.
It really is. And those questions around open source AI, data security, maintenance, they're real practical hurdles.
Definitely things to grapple with. And yet, as Professor David reminded us with that historical look,
Right, the printing press, the internet.
these anxieties aren't entirely new. Society adapts. We integrate. We find ways to make these tools work for us, eventually.
Which sort of brings us to a final thought, maybe something for you, our listener, to really chew on.
Okay, let's hear it.
In a world where AI can give you an answer almost instantly, where it can personalize learning like never before, what does it actually mean to be well-educated now?
That's a big question.
It is. How do we make sure AI helps us develop not just content knowledge or quick answers, but those essential human qualities?
Critical thinking, resilience.
Exactly. Resilience when you struggle with something. Collaboration. Empathy. Those fundamental values. How does AI foster those?
Or does it risk undermining them if we're not careful?
That's the question. And maybe a final point for reflection for everyone listening. What steps could you take personally to build up your own AI literacy.
To be able to really evaluate these systems.
Yeah, to critically assess these powerful tools that are, let's face it, increasingly shaping how we learn, how we work, how we live. Something to think about.